10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Did you tell me Laurie Williams is on the phone?
Yep, she certainly is.
Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens.
She's great.
I can't wait to tell her the news. I have some news for Laurie. Good morning, Laurie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, doing good. How are you?
I can't wait to tell you the news. All right. So I have a nephew who lives very close to me, and every day I say to him, "Have you seen any birds in the bird bath?" He said, "No, I don't think so." I said, "Come on. They got to be using the bird bath." Okay.
Right.
So yesterday, his girlfriend posts, "Uncle Larry, look what we found in your orange tree." It was a nest with some baby birds with little tiny mouths open, ready for some worms, and they were the babies of a cardinal. Okay. So
right.
And so the mother bird, and I talked to her. I did an interview, and I said, "Mother bird, why did you pick my tree?" She said, "Because you got water." I said.
Exactly.
There you go. So what do you know? I mean, because of you, I now have life in a tree that produces oranges, which is awesome.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, just little baby birds there, and I swear. Should I say swear to God, or is that not religious? It's a sacrilege.
No, you can say that.
I swear to God, I saw. It's a figure of speech. I saw a hummingbird, and I never see hummingbirds around my place.
Nice.
So anyway,
Hummingbirds are amazing. Yes.
I heard that hummingbirds. I heard that they like Gatorade.
Oh, was that right?
I heard that.
Butterflies.
They like that real sweet.
Too.
You know, like the nectar.
Yeah.
You know, it's real sweet, and we have a stuff that we sell that has, and I guess it has a lot of sugar in it. It's real sweet, so I can understand Gatorade.
Okay, so you have a hummingbird thing?
But anyway, we have hummingbird feeders, and then we have the nectar that you can put in the hummingbird feeders also.
Okay, if I tell you I'm coming over to buy one, please don't send me one. I want to go.
Won't.
I want to buy one.
You come by here.
Yes, I want to get one. And how much are they? How much is a hummingbird feeder?
Hummingbird feeders are like $12.99 or $14.99, something like that, and the nectar's like $8 or $9.
I love all you listeners. I love you, Laurie, but please don't buy it for me. I mean, I love it, appreciate it, but I want to go buy one and go.
Okay.
And I want to see how many.
And I know Frank is listening, so Frank needs to listen to that too.
Yeah, please, Frank. I love you too. Don't buy any hummingbird feeders for me.
But we also carry different plants that are good for hummingbirds and butterflies also.
And butterflies and hummingbirds.
Right.
Well,
yeah, we have a really good plant. It's called a Mexican firebush, and it doesn't matter where I put it at the nursery, what tables I set them up on. The hummingbirds always come to that plant. It's amazing to me.
I had a friend.
That they find it.
There was a girl in my neighborhood we used to call Mexican firebush.
I bet you did.
I'm sure you did.
Si, senor.
It just brought me back when you said Mexican firebush. So really, there's a plant called that? I never knew that.
Yeah, there's a plant called Mexican firebush, and then there's milkweed. Milkweed is a good, not necessarily for hummingbirds, but for butterflies. It's a host plant for butterflies. Mm-hmm. And the caterpillars caterpillars will come to it. They'll eat the leaves of it.
Yeah.
They will grow, and then they become that chrysalis, and then they become the butterflies.
Oh, I love stuff like that. See, I would take that would be that's my new hobby as I get older. I just take pictures of bugs and birds and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is really cool. Yeah. So anyways, and we've also got crepe myrtle still on sale, starting at $2.99. We've been selling a lot of crepe myrtles. We've got all different colors. I've got some more crepe myrtles coming in today. Some single trunk standard crepe myrtles. I'll have a lavender, white, red, pink. I've got some real dark purple ones. They're called Velma's Royal Delight, which is a real dark purple crepe myrtle, not in a standard form, but in a bush form. And then we've got the real dark red ones. They're still blooming pretty good around town. So crepe myrtles are just wonderful for summer color.
That is
really beautiful.
That's a really pretty plant. The office. Yeah. I live in a mobile home park, so the office of the park has a big, gigantic one that puts out these beautiful white flowers. So my question about crepe myrtles in general. So some of them get really big and some of them don't, huh?
Exactly. And a lot of times you'll see some that have a single trunk, some that have multiple trunk, and it's just kind of how you train them and how you trim them as to how they'll grow. But we've got some that only get like 4 to 6 feet tall, others get 8 to 10 feet, and then you have the big ones that'll get like 20 feet tall.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Yeah, and they're all different colors. They're all over. I love it. Yeah, it made Ocala beautiful.
They even have a new series. It's called a Black Diamond Crepe Myrtle, and it has a real dark almost a black foliage, real dark red foliage, and then they have either a white bloom or a red bloom, and I heard there's a purple one too, but I haven't had the purple one. I've just had the reds and the whites and the pinks. So.
And are they easy to take care of?
Crepe myrtles are very easy to take care of. You almost can't kill crepe myrtles. You just have to plant them where they get a lot of sun. If they don't get a lot of sun, they're not going to bloom well for you, but they're real easy to take care of.
Oh, really? So I have another plant story to tell you. I have a banana tree. Have I told you that I had bananas on my banana tree?
Oh, wow. That's great.
Okay, so the wind blew it down, and I was going to wait till it got, more, but anyway, blew down one of them. There's two of them.
The stalk of the banana, not the
Not the whole
tree.
tree, just the stalk, yeah.
Oh, just the stalk of the banana. Okay.
Right, so I cut that off, and I brought it into work because we had talked about putting an apple in a bag with the bananas to get it ripe.
Right.
But I also
Did you do that?
Yeah, it's sitting right behind me. So, but I kept some of them out to show like a control group, those with the apple and those without the apple. So I'll have to send you photos to show you the updates.
Yeah, for sure. Put it on Facebook or something. Let me see it.
Do you sell banana trees? Everybody's asking me, I inherited it. So you sell them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we sell banana trees. We sure do. We've got a couple different sizes of them. So yeah, banana trees do well. You want to plant them in a little more protected area rather than right out in the open.
Yeah, mine is
They'll do better in the wintertime.
Mine has a lot of shade, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's in the back, a lot of trees around it.
Yep.
So that's good, I guess, huh?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep, that's perfect for it. So.
Do you sell gardening tools? Like I see those little claw things and spades and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, and we have shovels and rakes and stuff like that also. And we carry all the different fertilizers and chemicals. And this time of the year, you're having a lot of problems with chinch bugs and webworms. And we carry some good not fertilizer, but a chemical that you can use, and it's like an insecticide. So it's good for the lawn.
Oh,
It
really?
takes care of chinch bugs and webworms and all that kind of stuff. So.
Listen to it, Laurie. There was a story this morning. The state of California has, determined that one of the ingredients in what's it called, Roundup. One of the herbicides
Yes.
in Roundup is they're going to make it illegal. It's called.
Really?
Yeah. What is it called again? It's called. I have it here somewhere. Glyphosate. Glyphosate.
Huh. They'll just come out with something else to take its place, I'm sure.
Yeah, so they say it causes cancer and reproductive harm, and so they made it illegal. So you can probably guess it'll probably be all over the country soon, right?
Exactly.
Is it good to put like a decorative fencing around the plants when you plant them outside the home, or does that hinder their growth?
No, it doesn't hinder their growth. And a lot of times, whether it's like a decorative fencing or when we do landscaping, we do a lot of edging around the beds. Like if nothing else, we do like a metal edging. It just makes it easy. It's easier to keep the weeds and stuff and the grass from growing into your flower beds. And then you can take your weed eater and just go right along that metal edge.
Oh.
And then you don't harm your plants, because that grass will try to get up in the flower beds, and you get in there with a weed eater and start weed whacking, and then you're destroying your plants also.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And then, do you recommend soaker hoses?
Yeah, soaker hoses are really good too if you don't have an irrigation system and you're putting in new flower beds or even existing flower beds, because you can attach them to a water hose, to attach them to a faucet, and either just turn the faucet on and run it, or you can get little timers and hook a timer up to the faucet to turn the soaker hoses to come on for you at a certain time for a certain days and certain amount of time to let it run.
Oh, is that cool?
Soaker hoses are really good if you don't have an irrigation system.
Do you know, we had this discussion about the use of the word and the use of the word the when it comes to hoses.
Right.
The guy goes to the store and he says to his wife, "Honey, I'm going to the store to buy a hose." Okay, so he comes home with the hose and he hooks it up and he says, "Honey, I'm going to go outside and use the hose." So he buys a hose and then uses the hose.
Yes,
hose.
Exactly.
It's funny that what was that called, a pronoun, that little word
Yes.
right there? Yeah. It's funny how it changes. If it's outside of your house, it's the hose. If it's still sitting in Walmart, it's a hose.
And I've seen a lot of those like orange berries now growing inside the palm trees. Should they be cut down and removed from the palm tree?
Not necessarily. You can cut them and get rid of them if you want to, or you can just leave them there and they'll end up falling, and then you just kind of rake them and get rid of them. They're actually seeds
Oh.
that grow. that grow in there. So
It's amazing how much
Okay.
people know. You
I love
know
that.
everything about gardening. Wow.
She's an expert.
I've learned a lot.
We've learned a lot. Well, we can benefit from Laurie's knowledge. Just go to Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens and Nursery. I'm guessing that your other workers there are probably knowledgeable also. Go to Bob
Yes,
Wine's
yes.
and get some of these things. I'm going to be there. I'm going to buy. Please don't buy for me. I appreciate it. I love you.
Yes.
And I love my
Okay.
bird bath. And I love the fact that I now have birds living in the orange tree.
Yes.
Which, by the way,
Wonderful.
because it's a mobile home park, you don't really own the land.
Yeah.
So I don't
Right.
really own the tree, but I call it mine.
Right.
Of course, you take
exactly.
care of it.
That's right. Yes.
So how do we get to you? Where are you?
We're at 2610 Southeast 38th Street, right here in Ocala, off of 17th Street and Lakeware Avenue. And our phone number is 352-629-5766. And we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 2.
It's nice to have you on a Friday, by the way. Have
It
a,
is.
have a good
Yes.
week. Have a
Yes.
good weekend, Laurie. Thank you for
I will.
everything you
guys
do.
too. All right, appreciate it.
All right, we will take a little break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought.
Thank you so much.
.com. Safe boating is no accident. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, high 92 to 95. A shower thunderstorm Friday evening, otherwise patchy clouds, low 74 to 78. Saturday, partly sunny with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 91 to 93. Sunday, we'll see sun mixing with clouds.